Hey, everybody. Today we're getting together with Jonathan McCormick. He is the Chief Operating Officer for Intermedia Cloud Communications, a very well-known, reputable hosted voice product and solution that we've got a good bit of experience with. And we just want to take some time to really, learn a little bit about the company, take a deeper dive in the solution, and as well as some partnerships and some acquisitions, if you will, that we'll touch on in a little bit. But Jonathan, thank you so much for your time today. And do me a favor, just tell me a little bit about you, and let's talk a little bit about Intermedia and the hosted voice products that you guys have.
Yeah, sure. My pleasure. Thanks for having me on here, Wade. So as he says, Jonathan McCormick. So I'm the Chief Operating Officer here at Intermedia. This is my 18th year with the company. And as Chief Operating Officer, I lead sales, client services, and technical operations for the company. And when I think about Intermedia, the way I always describe Intermedia is we are a cloud IT and communication services company, and we are a partner-first company. Our primary go-to-market model is through the channel. About 95% of all of our sales each month come in through the channel. And the partner program that we started the year before I got there. So we've been doing this through the channel for over 19 years. So I always tell people, hey, as a cloud communications provider, there's no one that's been delivering cloud IT and communication services to businesses through the channel longer than us. What's really critical about that also is that the platform, when we think about products, we think about two types of product. There's the product that your customers are going to use, but also there's the product that all of our partners use to help, market, order, provision, support, bill, et cetera. And that platform has been built over 18, 19 years of going to market in this way. We're the only provider that goes to market in this unique way with these multiple different channel offerings.
Wow, that's awesome. And so you've been around. That's a good tenure for you. Been there for a good while. And I know there's a lot of installations out there in the solution. And a lot of different verticals, So what would you say is, since you've got a lot of experience there, you've come up against a lot of the different solutions that's out there. I can personally say that the Intermedia solution is at the very top for what we do. Can you tell me a little bit about maybe what's a differentiator? What do you guys see as what differentiates you in the market?
Okay, well, surprisingly, this is going to be interesting. So the things that we see that differentiate us the most is our channel first model. And the reason I say that is because we have industry leading customer retention metrics. So our churn is maybe 0.6% a month. So if you do that times 12, that's what, maybe 8% a year. You can go look at any public filing out there for a RingCentral, Zoom, 8x8, whatever. They're going to be 3% a month. They're going to be 3 to 4 times at least, what our churn metric is. Our customer retention is going to be way higher. And a lot of that is certainly the quality of services that we offer and the product we offer. But I honestly believe the biggest differentiator is how we go to market with our partners, because the partners are that local trusted advisor that really bridge the gap between the local customer's needs and the cloud service provider. And I always feel like that support and not having that local trusted advisor, that local knowledge, is the Achilles heel of most of the pure play cloud providers and why they have such bad support and such bad churn. What's unique about Intermedia is we just won the JD Power award for the quality of our technical support 8 years in a row.
That's
so
awesome.
8 years running, and it's that's not a pay per play type thing. Like that's a true JD Power, right? So that's a true third party independent validation, and in order to even win that award, you have to go through a 250-point audit across your entire organization. It's everything from like how you hire your support reps, how you train them, what tools you use, how you release products, how you compensate them, what type of management oversight you have, what you review at your board meetings. It's a very deep, comprehensive audit around all the best practices you have to do to run a world-class service organization. And then once you pass that audit, for a 90-day period, JD Power will survey all of your partners or customers after interaction with your technical support organization and get back the response. And in order to receive the certification, you have to rank above the 80th percentile of the industry. And so that's something we just accomplished for the 8th year in a row. So as much as you would think I would have said product, we have award-winning products, and our products
Yes.
can compete well against anybody out there that
Yes.
Humbly, I believe the biggest difference between us and everybody else is how we go to market with our partners and the quality of support we provide.
That's huge though, because the front line makes a lot of difference, and then the support of the solution. No solution is valid to me if it can't be supported. And I know you're constantly updating the model as well. There's constantly updates and the technical side on the back end, and there's more enhancements and things like that as well. So that's positive.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's one of the greatest promises of buying into the cloud versus prem-based. You buy a premise-based system, from the time you buy it, it's just a depreciating asset.
Right.
Whereas, get into the game with cloud, that asset is always getting better, appreciating as new features keep rolling out, for sure. So, and I can, some of the, we're heavily focused on, obviously, AI right now, as everybody is,
Yes.
and trying to use AI in real practical ways to deliver better internal efficiencies, better customer experience, help businesses be more efficient, give better customer experience, at the end lead to greater revenue growth for the businesses. So that's a big focus of ours right now. We recently just launched an archiving product that archives all UC communications, chat, email, voice, video meetings, et cetera. So as an example of just a couple of things that we're focused on right now.
No, that makes a lot of sense. A lot of on-prem. There's very little of that even left now as far as manufacturers. Everybody's pulling out, or you've got a few that's still around and going to be around, but most everybody now, your main choice is to move to a hosted platform. And we do a lot of different hosted solutions, and I know we started the Intermedia backbone, but we have the NEC Univerge Blue Connect. And I know that's been a transition that now, that platform's still there because it was always a branding. It was the back end was the Intermedia platform. So tell me a little bit about the stability and the continuation that, number one, our partners, and number two, our clients, no issues, no changes, business as usual. Correct?
Yeah, it's actually one of the great things about this business transition is that there is no customer migration. And so the best way I can articulate it is we're actually in the market with 3 different brands today. I would say it was 4, now it's going to be 3, but it's it's Elevate, which is our reseller brand, that our channel, which is looks like a lot of legacy Avaya, Mitel, ShoreTel, VARs, et cetera, MSPs that they rebrand as their own. And then there's Unite, which is when someone sells as an advisor, that's that brand. And then we have a brand, Ascend, which is what our service providers use, like telecommunications providers, and they also can white label it and brand it as their own. And then we had the NEC Univerge brand. And so we had 4 different brands we were in the market with that service different channels, all sort of, none of them have our brand, all white labeled or branded for the partners or, that are delivering them through those channels. But it's all exactly the same product, exactly the same infrastructure, same packages, same SKUs, generally same pricing, et cetera. And so if you went to look at one of our large multi-tenant cloud platforms, you would see on any sort of instance there of the actual UCaaS, Unified Communications PBXs, and any sort of cluster instance there, you'll see end user accounts from any one of these brands operating on the same infrastructure, just the brand is different in the application. And so the nice thing is nothing changes. There's no porting of the customer, no numbers moving, it's all the same. So the one thing that will happen in time is that we will update the brand, and the brand will, the Univerge Blue brand will get updated to either Elevate or Unite, depending on the business model of that particular partner that sold it. That was one of the terms in the agreement with NEC to transition it. Makes sense. NEC wants to exit the business, so they want to make sure that the brand also goes away in time there too. So, and we have time to do that, but that's something that we'll accomplish here probably in the first half of next year. But other than, if you use a hard phone, you won't see anything different. If you use a desktop app or a soft app, And of course, we'll communicate well through the channel, but you know,
Right.
one day you'll log out and log back in the next
That's
day, and
right.
instead of saying Universe Blue, it'll say Elevator Unite. But that's the only difference you'll see. So that's
Yeah.
that's one of the greatest things about this transition.
So, and then too, again, they are exiting the market, and as well as a lot of your older systems have, manufacturers have pulled out of the on-prem, and a lot of them didn't go down the hosted market at all. But there's a lot of systems out there, a lot of on-prem. There's a lot of migrations to be had, and I think it's very fair to say, at least from my standpoint, because we do this, we work with clients and other manufacturers and solutions, hosted products or what have you, and to be able to say that we can literally step in the door with the Intermedia, it doesn't matter about the brand, we can step in the door with the Intermedia solution and solve those clients' problems, whether it's migrating them, whether it's moving them to a fully hosted platform, or just solving their problems. And I also would like to point out that what I have found with the Intermedia solution, doesn't matter again the brand, is that ability to come in and figure out how to really solve the challenge of that client. And an example would be, I know there's some SIP trunking capabilities to be able to connect into different things, and I know we're working on a lot of things to be able to continue to evolve the platform to be able to take over and take care of anything that required on-prem. You guys are doing it to be able to bring that into the hosted model, is what I'm trying to say.
For sure. I mean, this is actually, that's the journey we were on. Like, that's our strategy. Like, that's the whole purpose of our company at this point in time. That's our vision. I mean, there's hundreds of millions of still premise-based kind of legacy telephony users or systems out there globally, and this is what's driven the majority of our growth and success over the past four years or so, is working with the partners that used to sell these premise-based systems to then move these customers to the cloud with our platform.
Absolutely.
And as you said, it kind of happened. Avaya, Mitel, ShoreTel. None of them really ended up with a viable cloud platform of their own. Some of them tried to do a partnership with some other providers.
Sure.
I won't name names. They didn't really work out real well. We were fortunate enough to build a more strategic relationship with NEC, I feel like, and work very closely with them. We've had great success there. We've been working on this for the last 4 years. To the NEC channel, it's been a great channel. It's been 20% of our sales in any given month, and I've already seen that in the last 2 months, just working direct with that channel. Our average, if I did it by users, because the price point changed a little bit, but by users, our average number of users coming from the NEC channel is already up 25-30% per month in the last 2 months versus kind of the previous couple quarter average. So we're really excited about the opportunity to work direct with the channel. But I meet with lots of NEC partners. This is a normal conversation. I have 1,000 customers that are still sitting on an old 9100, 20 to 25 users.
They're going to have to move.
We're moving them as fast as we can, and that's what we keep working with them on. How do we help you move them faster? How do we sharpen the messaging up? Maybe you should lead with SMS for them versus replacing a whole phone system. There's different ways to do it, but that's what we're working on. So
yes, and for us, it's 91s and the big 95s too. So
that's for sure.
And well, as we get close to kind of wrapping up, one or two things I want to ask you. Tell me a little bit about and hearing from the COO is wonderful. What about the stability of Intermedia, and what about even from a service standpoint and your 5 nines of availability and all that? Talk to me a little bit about that.
Well, I mean, it's something we've been heavily invested in. This is what I tell people, and the way we see things internally is, because of our go-to-market model, which is through partners, it actually requires a higher bar, a higher standard for service, both availability of the products as well as just how you interact with the partners, the service, the human service you give them, how worry-free you make it for them to work with you. The reason being is because, if you're a direct-to-market company and you have an issue, you impact a relationship with a business. When your whole go-to-market strategy is through partners and you have an issue, you impact their relationship with that partner, but all of their end customers also, and with that partner, and it's very damage to them, especially because they're going to market under their brand a lot of times, and that's where your future growth comes from. So in order to have this type of go-to-market model where all of your sales are coming through the channel, I mean, the bar for success should always be 100%, but you have to really deliver on
Right.
super high availability if you expect a channel, a group of partners to go to market under their name or under their brand or with your brand as
Right.
the lead there. You have to be have high availability and great customer success. And so it's something we've always been focused on. It's everybody says it, you have to demonstrate it, right?
That's
That's
right.
actually one of the reasons we went out and got the JD Power certification, because everybody can claim
That's right. But
that
you
they deliver
proved it.
world-class service, but we went out and proved it, so we try to demonstrate those proof points, but I really believe we see it differently, and I think our go-to-market model requires a higher standard
I would
of
agree.
availability and service.
So in my mind, to summarize that, is you're strong for the partners, but you are completely strong and reliable for the clients that are on your platform.
Absolutely. Always have been. Again, I go back to look at our churn metric at 0.6%. You're talking 8% a year or something like that.
Right.
Check anywhere out there, and every other provider is going to be significantly higher than that. And again,
Yep.
it's a combination of the partner model, the
Right.
support, and the reliability and quality of the products, those things together. But I think there's no greater demonstration of delivering on those promises than having industry-leading customer retention metrics, which benefits not only us, but all of our partners, of course, too, right?
That's right.
So,
Absolutely. Well, listen, Jonathan, it's been a pleasure speaking with you, and I appreciate your time. And we are very, very excited to have been a partner with the Intermedia solution, and we're going to continue to grow that, and client facing, and we're partner facing as well. And it's a great relationship that we've enjoyed, and we'll continue to work well together. So I appreciate your time.
yeah, thank you. I appreciate it greatly. Like I said, we've been working with this channel for almost 4 years now, and it's been significant to our business. But boy, just in the last couple months, just working directly and being out on the road and meeting so many great partners, I mean, the opportunity is incredible, and I'm really excited about it. The whole company is just really excited about the opportunity to work with this channel. So thank you. Appreciate it.
We are as well. Like I said, our goal is bring the best of the best to the clients, and you're there. So we definitely appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
You too.